Welcome back to another Satisfactory, my fellow friends. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. I'm having a great one myself. We're back at our starter base, which we've been working diligently in making better each episode. Last episode, we redid some of our manufacturing here. We increased the productivity of our basic construction stuff like rods, plates, that kind of stuff. We also added coal power, which was a big thing. And I kind of the joke of the last video was I didn't really do this great. This coal, I wouldn't recommend doing the setup I did. It has a few problems, including how much water, like the elevation water gain is a little tricky. The pumps might not have been placed in the right spot. I think they have to be placed every 5 full blocks, if you will. Like that's a full block right there. So every 5 full blocks you have to put, every 20 meters, I think you have to put one of these pumps. I don't think I got them perfect. And you know, the one pipe seems to not like it. And the thing is, the one pipe doesn't seem to fill quickly enough. If you stall out for some reason, you lose power. So I think the answer is to split the pipe in 2 and have 3 on them, but I don't know if that's the right answer either. So the thing is, I'm learning right now what the best way to do this is, and I haven't figured it out. So that's why I kind of made a joke of the last video and saying, hey, this is not how to do it. So don't copy me because I don't know what I'm doing right now. I need to figure out a better way to do it. I think it just involves splitting things up. The next part is I've added the assembly platform above. I think this was definitely not here last time. Trying to think, I did a lot of work off camera, which I have to do just to kind of keep up with the series. And some of it's stuff that people have seen before, some of it's stuff you haven't seen before. So I'm going to kind of just recap. Basically what I've done up here is we've created our rod and plate production on the floor below. Up here, what we've done is we've gone ahead and created our reinforced iron plate production. And I don't have any alternative recipes, so we have to do it the vanilla way. And basically it is 60 screws in, 30 plates in, makes the math really easy. I'm running 4 assemblers, and basically, so 4 times 60 is 240. We're bringing in 240 screws through our Mark III belt, which I had to unlock off camera because I just needed to, because I needed it. But now we have Mark III belts. The Mark III belts is pulling from this setup down here, which is a new constructor setup. Basically, it takes 60 rods in, and each one of these takes 10, so that's 30, and then 60, and it turns that into the 240 screws we need up here. I think it's 240, right? Yeah, 240. So that's what we've done. So that is supplying this line, and then the plates is easy actually. The plates are just almost a 1-for-1. So one constructor equals 1 assembler, right? So we're just splitting off the plates from down below. Now I just added this new section over here. This is going to be for our rotors, or alternatively, it could also be for an expanded or a secondary reinforced iron plate production line. So I haven't decided specifically what we're going to do with it, but it is in place now, and we can use it going forward, which is going to be important. So that's just kind of a quick recap on what I've done off camera in this area. We're going to run out of power. This is a fact. And so this is kind of why I've been building up my supplies. We're currently, you can see the blue bar, it's above. If everything got turned on right now, we would run out of juice. We need to double up our coal power. This is something we're going to have to do today in order to keep up with what new factory we're going to add. Let's put it that way. Ooh, we have some tickets. Print some tickets. Give me the tickets. Yes. I've been kind of this was overflow storage here. So I've been kind of getting rid of it. Has it digested at all? No, not quite yet. I'm trying to get rid of this stack because it's in the way of the floor. I have put some in some overflow, and I've disconnected it here, so we're not running it. That's why we're not running out of power. I've actually, essentially most of this, actually, it's not even running. Let's put it this way. None of these are running because all I'm doing is running off stored items right now for that production line upstairs, which is good because otherwise we'd blow the fuse, and that's no bueno. So one of the things we're going to have to do is we're going to build a lot of rotors, and I actually need a ton of screws for the rotors because we're going to need to build those the coal power plants. Now, The other thing we're going to do today is steel. We're getting into steel production. I'm going to take you guys over there. I'm going to kind of fast forward to getting there. It's just over yonder. You can see I've kind of built this ramp. There's 3 pure nodes over on top of this plateau. We're going to head over there right now. Okay, we're over where I plan to build our our first steel factory. Let's put it that way. We're going to get steel ingots made here. Whether we move, I'm pretty sure what we'll end up doing is taking the ingots and moving it over to more of our starter base area or somewhere else for main production. But this is where we are. So you can see over there, you can see the power. The other ramp that you can't see anymore is just behind the hills there. And our starter base is kind of off in the distance. So it's not far. It's just a couple minute walk. Up at the top here, there's 3 coal nodes. I'll take you up there to look. And you can see whoa, that's gonna hurt. Ouch. There's 3 coal nodes at the top. And as you can see, I've just kind of brought them down. Again, I'm trying not to create a lot of floating structures. Eventually we'll remove all of this ramps and we'll put in something more interesting like a hypertube or something. I don't want it to be unrealistic. It's fine during construction, but I think once we get everything made, once we get everything in place, we want to make it look pretty. This is very basic at the moment. You can see 120. We got 3 of them really close by. This is a beautiful plateau for building, by the way. I think down the road, I'd like to look at that. But yeah, so that's it. It's really straightforward. I haven't connected the power yet, but that's a thing to come. And all we've just done is just basically brought everything down, and then we're running belts all the way over here. And then over there's the miners. 1, 2, and there's a 3rd one tucked in there. Those are the iron nodes. So we have to pull all of these resources over, and it's 1 for 1. So it's 3 iron, 3 coal for... Is it 3 steel? I can't remember. Whatever. It's regardless. We need 3 pure iron nodes, 3 pure coal nodes, or some combination of thereof, and we're gonna die. And that's all we need. And then we can build up our steel factory. One of the cool things about being over here is actually there's 2 geothermal spots. So if we look on the map, you can kind of see this area right here. So our base is over there. Here's where the geothermal is. That's actually going to be nice because we won't have to run long cables or anything like that. It'll be basically right there. So over here is where the miners are. What I'm going to do is, this is grid aligned right here. I don't know if we're going to follow grid alignment to get it run. Sometimes it doesn't look good, but we'll see. And anyways, we're just going to run the 3 iron lines this way. And for this one, if we're going to go off-road, if you will, for lack of a better word, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the stackables. And if down the road, eventually we can mirror that with, say, a train or something. I don't know. We'll do a train station or whatever. We'll figure it out. Maybe not for this one, but anyways, we could. Like, I'm just trying to think ahead from a planning point of view. I'm sure there's plenty of resources out this way that we're going to want. For now, let's just get it going. 1, 2, 3. We don't need the top one. We just need 2. And we're good. And let's see here. We'll just put in a 4. And see, this is the only problem with being off grid. It doesn't work great. Okay, let's put it here. Can we snap this to this? Oh, I wish we could. Oh, this is a pain in the butt. You know what? We're gonna go there. Just because. See, I guess we could put it on the ground, but because we can't align it, I'm just gonna put it in the air. That's the way it's gonna go. You can't change it. Can't make it different. Okay, so basically we need Mark II belts. So we're going to go like this, and we're going to just build out. I guess we're just going to have to go ahead and do this every so often about where we think it needs to be. And we'll put 3 in, and then I'll just kind of guess as to the range. And hopefully it's not too long. It's not super efficient, but you get the gist of it. So let me lay these iron lines out. We'll get it back to the factory area, and then we can hook things up. Okay, everything's connected up now. We've got all of our iron nodes, all of our coal nodes looping back to the factory area. So that's done. So now we can go ahead and try to set up the smelters. I guess, what are they called? Furnace? Smelters. Foundries. None of the above. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to make some modular frames. Not a problem. And I think if I did my math right, I think we can make 6 or 8. We'll see here. Okay, let's lay out the foundry. I've made enough for 5. And I'm gonna probably offset this back over here. There's a reason for it. This is going to get a little nutty, I think. There's a bit of a math challenge going on with this because we have to split 360 into 45s because each of these takes 45. Okay, my brain is hurting, but this we gotta get this simple. So this is splitting in two. So we have 60 and 60 plus 60 is 180. From this one, the second line, we're pulling 1. So we have 1 left over. We 1/2 left over. So that's 60 to here. And then from the third line, we're splitting two 60s and pulling it into there. So that's all good. So we have two 180s. One 180 is going to go this way, and then one 180 is going to go into the next batch of these guys. So let me just place him kind of centered like there, and then I see how many we can get here. I think we're missing at least, yeah, we're missing 1, right? Yeah, perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then actually what we should probably do is stack these, honestly. We'll stack these on top because one line will do 180 will do 4, which makes sense. Okay, let's line this up like so. All right, and that's gonna go in there, and because there's 2, yeah, that's fine, that's fine like that. And then this is gonna be a Mark II line. Okay, perfect. So essentially we need to upgrade this one belt, and that is a finished prototype. Then basically up here on this side, what we're going to do is we're going to take iron like this. So here we're going to drop these down. And so our coal in this case will be right there. It'll just be on top like so. So it's I mean, I'm sure there's a better way to do this. There always is. I'm not claiming this is the best way to do it, but here's a nice little system. If you have 3 pure nodes and if you have 6 pure nodes total, this is how you can split it up with this little divider. And I'm sure there's a word for this. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but basically we're dividing and merging. So now, in theory, we can just basically bring this guy 1, 2 in like so, and then this guy will go like this, but we'll go up 1 and like that, and then this guy right here, same spot, boom, 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 but 1 more up and like so. Now in theory, if everything works out, we should see. It won't be fast because we're not doing it great. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. We should have a recombined into 180, and then once we upgrade this belt, it'll be smoking. I love it. Okay. Very, very excellent indeed. Okay, so I've connected up the coal in the same manner. So we have all our coal coming from here and iron, and I just had to move this up just because we had a bit of a conflict here. Probably could do it a little bit differently, but it's fine. We moved it up, and then we still have this node and this node to go up to the top level where we'll put in the remaining 4 of the furnace. So now we're outputting steel, which is amazing. It's slow, and it's slow only because we're missing that 1 belt. Once we've got the upgraded Mark III belts, then everything will be running pretty quick. Now that we have steel production in the can, I'm going to go back. I'm going to just finish this out, and then we'll store it and we'll put it into something more useful, or we'll put it away so we can use it later. So I decided to hook everything in the backup just because it made sense to me, and we're outputting 50% of our inputs right now, and we're getting, I think it's 180 per minute, and see, it's stacking up really nice. We want to set up probably, I think per floor, what we'll do is just to make it simple, we either do 2 of these guys and then 1 of the other ones, or 2 of the other ones. So that'd be 4, and that would output because these are 30. So that would output 60 and 160 and 15. What's the output here? Sorry, 15. Let me look at the production here. What's the output of these? 20. Okay, yeah, let's just set this up actually. I'm just curious to see if we can create a finished product here, because the steel ingots are great, but we actually need the product. That's probably going to take us to the end of today. We've got our steel, which was the goal today. We've upgraded our power a little bit, which is also part of the goal. I'm going to fix this death trap. And yeah, so now we can go ahead and let's see here. Architecture. Glass. Ooh, I've been waiting for this. Let's go up here. I've been waiting to test out some of these things. Oh, there's no real great place for it. Oh, well, let's put it right here for now. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. It's a thing of beauty. Yes, I'm so excited to have some more styles. Also, I did unlock concrete, which is cool. So we can actually paint our stuff a different color. This is going to be one of the best customizations ever done in this game. Oh my gosh, you get so tired of seeing the same tiles. We have so much work to do now that we have a steady stream of steel. Because yeah, see everything, all of this new stuff, it's all steel. Steel. Mostly steel beams, which is cool because, you know, we have enough supply for now. And for going into next episode, we can definitely focus on advancing our technology. Well, I think we can definitely end the day with a shiny red button. I'm excited. We're going to unlock advanced steel to end off the episode. Nice.
Logistics can be improved with a larger storage container.
Very nice.
Conveyor belt efficiency, as well as the ability to store excess power for later use.
This is good.
Additional project part can now be constructed.
She's so rude. She just talks.
Now possible.
Are you done? Thank you. Anyways, we're really close to be able to unlock this next one, the hypertubes. We'll do that next episode. But then really at this point, we have to we have to deal with the space elevator. Plain and simple. We gotta feed the space elevator some bits and bops, which is cool. But let's check it out. We've unlocked Mark II miner, which is great. Trying to think here. Actually, you know what would be interesting? I've never used these things, these power storage units. We need to check those out. What else we unlock? That's about it, looks like. Yeah, that's okay. That's pretty good. What's this here? Fix it foundation. Ooh, concrete. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna be it for today's episode, folks. We had a great day. We managed to get ourselves really hooked up with the steel production. Looking forward to, cleaning up the base a bit now and focusing on some beautification before we jump ahead and take on the next thing. We'll get hypertubes turned on, which will help kind of connect the base areas. I think that's pretty important as well. And so we'll do that next episode. And that's it. Yep. If you like this episode, you know what to do. Bang on the like button down below. Crash that subscribe button. And as always, love to hear from you in the comments down below. My name is Boom. I'm out.